Hey, good morning, good day. It is a beautiful day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to More on the Road with Bernard Moore the third. Man gave you six fingers. Presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we are all about. Wow, it's a lot that I'd like to discuss with you guys, dealing from leadership to respect to working to sports to things of this world. Man, it is a lot. It's a lot going on. So you may see me jumping around. I'm at my home office, as you can see behind me, my San Francisco 49ers sweater, hoodie that I received for Christmas this past Christmas. Thank you, family, for they know that I'm a 49ers fan, so they had to show me some love with the 49er gear. Thank you, guys. Much love to you guys. But definitely want to get into a lot of information dealing with society, dealing with individuals. First and foremost, again, guys, for tuning in to more and be a part of this. You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I would advise definitely go to our website, because if you try to keep more and more sports management in via YouTube, you're going to come up with a lot of different more and more sports. It's going to pull a lot. Man, I got this much content. No, so best way to find us is go to our website at www.mms-management.com to get directly to our links, our social media links, as well as our YouTube page, and also see all the fun excitement that we have that's about to take place soon. That we have concrete right now. You know, life is like a box of chocolates. It's full of surprises. When for Valentine's Day you get the mixed variety of box chocolate. You may pick up one, you got the cherry flavor. You may pick up one, it's just all chocolate. You may pick up one, got the caramel. That's just how life is sometimes. It's just, you never know. It's full of surprises. Folks looking ahead that life has. But again, they're going to be one of those pieces that you tell me I do not like, depending on, is that dark chocolate. It has a different taste to it. And I do not like the chocolate with the cherry flavor in it. Some people like it, but it's not of me. So again, certain things happen to certain people. We may respond to it different. So whatever that you receive, make sure that you try to respond to it as a teachable moment, learn from it, and do something a little different from behind it. So again, everything is a teachable moment. Some of it that we may not like, just like when we was in class, some things that we didn't too much care for, that our teachers were instructing us and were teaching us. Even some of the things that our parents were teaching us, we do not care for them. We didn't care for them, but hey, life goes on. Continue to have fun and enjoy. Now, I want to talk about the NBA playoff, which starts April the 15th, which is today, Saturday. First round, well, the initial, when I say inaugural, the first round of the NBA playoff starts today. So take a look at some games. Now, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a Bulls fan. The Bull defeated the Toronto Raptors, but then they lost to the points as Miami beat them Friday. But I want to see the Bulls. They were the number 10 seed, but they were playing. That's the thing. I said with the Bulls, though, as we talked throughout the season, the Bulls were like a roller coaster. They were winning 2 or 3 games in a row, then they lose 5 in a row. Then they pick themselves back up, win a few games in a row, win 6, lose 7 in a row. It's like, come on, Bulls. But they finished out the number 10 seed, and they defeated the Toronto Raptors. And that's again, for the playing games, they had to win 2. So they won one and lost one. So they had to win 2 in a row with them being the lower seed. And they lost to Miami 101 to 92. Yeah. What was it? 91, 102 to 91. I think, I forget what the score was. But I know either way it goes, they lost. So this is how the matches are facing. This is how the games are going to be. The Eastern Conference first round, again, which starts today. The number 1 Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat, number 8 seed. Number 2 seed Boston Celtics will face the Number 7 seed, Hawks. The number 3 Philadelphia 76ers. I often say the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia 76ers will face the number 6 seed Brooklyn Nets. And the number 4 Cleveland Cavaliers. Wow. Number 4. The Cavaliers are number 4. They have made a big jump. The Cleveland Cavaliers, number 4 seed, will face the number 5 seed New York Knicks, the New York Knicks, number 5 seed. So again, Miami versus Milwaukee, Atlanta versus Boston, Brooklyn versus Philadelphia, and New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. That rounds out the Eastern Conference. And on the Western Conference, they're still debating. I think it's still a game going. Oh gosh, I forgot who won a game. You had Denver is waiting on that team. Memphis will face the Lakers. I mean, yeah, it is. Okay, the Grizzlies will face the Lakers because what confused me is that no, they don't say the Los Angeles Lakers or the Los Angeles Clippers. They say the Los Angeles Lakers and the LA Clippers. They're both still Los Angeles. Memphis versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. Golden State fell off to a number 6 seed, but they may be a surprising team. So be careful of the Golden State Warriors. And then rounding out the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers. That's who's round out the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference Final. So definitely tune in to some NBA games today. If your team is in it, I know that you're going to pay attention. If they're not, yeah, so well. Just watch the game. Just enjoy some basketball. But that take care of the NBA. And then a WNBA draft took place, and number 1 overall was Aaliyah Boston out of South Kakalaki. So I get that from friend Rob J. When he say Kakalaki, but hey, he is that type of guy. Indiana Fever, and Aaliyah Boston out of South Carolina. The Minnesota Lynx selected Diamond Miller out of the University of Maryland, and it's via a trade from Atlanta. What is Atlanta? And a Dream selected Maddie Sirgis out of Villanova. But she's a pretty good player for the Washington tentatively trade Chris out of Iowa State. Dallas Wings from Los Angeles. Guard for Dallas, Washington. I'm here. My Storm at number 9, Jordan Horston, guard from Tennessee, Volunteer, Los Angeles Sparks, via and UConn, selected out of South Carolina. That's the top 10 players. But I want to say South Carolina had at least 5 selected in this year's draft. So not win the NCAA finals, but they still put out some good players. So kudos to Coach Dawn Staley and her staff and her team, and the Gamecocks, the Lady Gamecocks of South Carolina. And kudos to LSU. Their victory for this championship. So congratulations. Not finna jump over to what we talked about last week, but I'm finna leave it alone. Let that be in the past. Looking forward to this upcoming season. For those who say, looking forward to it. I want to get into now something that is interesting right now. And what I mean by that is interesting right now is due to the fact of some things that are taken in here in Mississippi. I'm not going to pound, but some things that are taking place here in the city of is dealing with the crisis, this L garbage, just trash, the uh that then we put together, we clean up, we're cleaning up, and then we have to discard it somehow. So we pay our taxes, and a company should have been hired to take up, uh, put on the curve on the day they're supposed to take, Monday through Saturday. However, there's a agreement going on right now about who should pick the trash up. For as long as I can remember, Waste Management has been the only company that I know that has collected trash in the city of Jackson. I may be wrong, but again, for as far as I know, Waste Management has been the only company that has collected trash in Jackson. Now, through some leadership changes, Richardson Disposal, based out of Louisiana, from my understanding, I think it is based out of Louisiana. But there's a disagreement amongst the board, the councilman, and the mayor about who should pick up the trash. Well, it is definitely the we can in reference to Jackson. Dilapidated houses, we have some dilapidated buildings, we have some bumpy roads, we have infrastructure that needs to be taken care of, and now you're adding garbage that's just piling up in certain places. Certain dumpsters are overflowing, and people just throwing trash bags. In area they feel. And so, what type of image or type of image are you portraying to potential business, potential anything coming to Jackson if we cannot get the simple things together about who should pick up our trash? Now, I don't know what exactly it all entails in reference to how they select it. I know working with contracts and working with cities and counties and states, federal, they go through the bid process and they select the lowest bid and that they agree to, and they have to follow certain guidelines. That's from my understanding in reference to. I'm not the individual that is in those rooms, so I can't really give a concrete answer, a good answer, but it's just my assumption of they select to put out RFP proposal, and it entails what they're looking for, and is if they meet the requirements or the criteria that the RFP states, you submit a bid. All right. Again, this is more on the road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management, nothing but more. If you'd like to learn more about what we do, you can log on to our website at www.mms-management.com to learn more. Again, like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to get to that information, go to our website to get directly profiles. If you not Google search, if you search it in those particular websites, you may pull up a lot of information. So if you want to get directly to our information, I would advise go to our website, www.mms-management.com to get directly to it. Now, again, back to the bidding process of, again, looking for city, county, federal, state contracts. Again, they have to submit an RFP, which is a request for proposal, in which it states and entails what they are looking for, what they are advertising for. They're going to give you the duties, they're going to give you description, they're going to give you the things that they're looking for to the T, down to the detail. Now, those are good RFPs that it really explains what they want, how they want it, and who can provide those particular, as I say, duties and wants. So, and sometimes from my knowledge and experience and working, dealing with sometimes with uh, contracts, dealing with the state or city or local officials or local government, that they take the lowest bid, even though sometimes may not be the best bid, but they take the lowest bid, and those particular the individual that was rewarded the contract, they definitely have to meet those requirements and those description, the requests. They have to meet that, or you're gonna get the award, the contract voided because you're not meeting what you agreed to and what they requested. So just again, just information that we've learned that I picked up on the news that they well originally with waste management. That's all that I can remember. Waste management, or was it BFI? BFI waste management. One of them. I know those are two that I'm familiar with. But we know that some companies have changed. Some uh, companies bought the other company. So you see how it changes. But the main one I know I can definitely remember lately is waste management. I think BFI was one of the contracts also. So it is what it is. But the thing is that they contract from, I think Waste Management was the last one. The contract has expired. And so then that was started a few years ago. What started the issue dealing with the trash? Okay, but they agreed to a 1 year temporary contract with this particular company. Now the contract has come to an end. And now they're going back and forth about we want this, no, we should select them. This is what we want, but no, we don't want them. We want this company. No, I don't want this company because of XYZ. Again, I'm not in those particular meetings, so I can't really give a concrete, a definitive answer or response to what's going on. But as you can see on the news, that it's a lot of disagreement and what they're posting on social media, what the news is broadcasting. It's a lot of disagreement, and this disagreement is between the powers to be, the mayor and the councilman slash councilwoman. And who is suffering? The citizens, the residents of Jackson, Mississippi. The citizens and the residents of Jackson, Mississippi voted all in. So if you're having some type of disagreement amongst each other, think about who you're affecting. Now, this go into a tale of be very careful of what you do as an individual because sometimes it can affect your family. It can affect the generation behind you because of who you are. My oldest brother, I'm the youngest of the family. I have one sister and two other brothers, but I have a few. I have two stepsisters. Well, yes, I had two stepsisters and a stepbrother who has passed. RIP, the late Michael Carter. That's was my oldest brother. But to this day, my older brother, the type of individual that he is, I give it to him. He's a hard worker. He works hard. He's a hard worker. He works hard. He does a lot, and he's involved in a lot of stuff, especially positive things. So he's doing stuff. When people see him, they know, hey, he's working. Now he was the type of individual while he was in school, he was still a worker. and he was one that he made things happen positively. Now, not saying he was a bad person, negative person. My brother was in ROTC, and he was a top cadet in ROTC when he was in high school. I remember because he had a shoe. Let me tell you what type of individual he is. In wood shop. See, this is this. Now I'm aging him right now. I think I don't know if it was in middle school or high school. One of I know we took it in middle school because I took it. Wood shop. He made a little gun rack. He made a gun rack in school, of which he didn't have any guns. He just made it. I guess that what they was working on in wood shop, and he made it and he used it to hold his cleaning, his polish, his shoe polish. So again, I'm not sure that he planned that what when he was in middle school, then he just carried on and used it in high school. He had a gun, he had the cabinet, I'm gonna just call it the cabinet, where he stored his shoe polish to his shoes because when he was in RTC, he had shiny shoes and had to keep his uniform pressed and had to keep all his awards and stuff clean. Now he did that. I give him that. He did it, and he had his shoes shining, and he was that guy in RTC. I'll put it that way. He won plenty of awards when he was in high school, and he graduated and moved on. Now I want to say one of his instructors was still there when I became a ninth grader at Forest Hill High School, and I don't know how this happened. I don't know how it happened. However, I was placed in ROTC, and I said I did not select this. Now, due to the fact of that, my brother and I we have the same name. I am the third, and he's a junior. So I'm not sure if they were just automatically assuming that since that he was my brother, that I was going to be in ROTC and I was going to excel just as he did. No, ROTC was not a class or a program that I wanted to be a part of. So yes, I had my schedule changed, and I got out there probably within a week. And the instructor, the teacher there, he asked me why I wouldn't get out because he was expecting me to stay in and kind of follow in the shoes of my brother. ROTC was not for me. I was an athlete. Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't do ROTC as well as being an athlete, but that just wasn't my type of thing at that particular time. Kind of wish I would have stayed in it, but it is what it is. Can't go back and change the time. So now continue to move forward. With me saying all of that to tell that story, I'm saying my brother laid the way. And so the expectations fell upon me to kind of fall up in his shoes. And now to this day, the individuals that I've encountered or come across, or if they see us on social media, they come to me and say, "Hey, I didn't know that that was your brother." Yes, that is my brother. And they're trying to say they see the resemblance in us. And so with that, guess what? I have expectation of the work ethics should kind of carry on because of the expectation that he has set. I mean, the standard that he has set. And so individuals that know his work ethic, they kind of look at me and say, "Hey, are you going to have that same work ethic as your brother?" Me being who I am, yeah, I guess I have to do that because of who I am and what has set before me. I love challenges. I love challenges now. Not saying that I will succeed in all the challenges, but hey, I have a greater percentage of success than failure in a lot of challenges. I have greater success than failures in a lot of challenges. So he is putting pressure on me, but you can say that's good pressure. So that means that I need to act a certain way. And as well as individuals that know my mother and my father, as well as my other siblings, that since I am the youngest, they see how they were. So the expectation of myself is different as well. So I have to carry myself. I have to carry myself in a way that exceeds their expectation, exceeds that what they thought of them compared to me. So I want my thoughts of me greater than what the thoughts of my brother and sister, my siblings, my family. Again, I still love them, but I just want to try to be better or do better than what they've done. So that means that I have to do things a little different. Now, what brought me to that is that whenever sometimes you run for office or if you are voted into a particular position and the person, the the predecessor, oh, am I saying that correct? The person before this person, I'm gonna put it that way. I'm getting tongue twisted, get losing my word. Y'all just have to excuse me. Having a long week, had a long day, but hey, I'm here enjoying you guys on More on the Road with Bernard One Third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. If you'd like to be a part of the show, again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and you can find all the information on our website at www.mms-management.com for more information. Now, again, that's what I'm saying, that you were voted into these particular positions or voted into those particular roles based off of what you spoke, what you speak. What you spoke, what you speak, what your campaign or what you stood for when you were out campaigning. Sometimes we look at the things that you say and take you as what you state and hopefully saying that this is what you're going to do because this is what we believed in. So you get in a position, you win your race, you win the election, you win your party, you win your position. Now it's time to get to work. That's all I say. Now it's time to get to work. What you stated, that's what we are expecting for you to do. So only thing I say is get it done. Now, I wanted to share some words with you, or some words with you in reference to the direction of what we're speaking of. I'm gonna go over two things, and I want to discuss them. I want to just talk about them. First word I want to talk about is respect, not the 1967 song by Aretha Franklin, RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. Oh, psych it to me, psych it to me, psych it to me. Yeah, all that stuff. And some of the lyrics to the song said, "What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you get home, just a little bit. Hey, baby." Now, the word respect, a feeling of deep admiration. This is coming from Oxford Language via Google search. So this information, so you may see me looking up. So I'm just reading the word. First one, it is a noun. I'm reading two. You can read the verb and the noun. This is the noun part. A feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elected by their abilities, quantities, or achievements. Second one, due regard for the feelings, wish, rights, or tradition of others. Sentence go with the second one. Young people lack respect for their parents. And then start a verb. Admired someone or something deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, or achievement. She was respected by everyone she worked with. That's a verb. Now let's go back to the noun. Now it's a name, place, person, thing, whatever. A verb shows action. It's showing that you're doing something. Now I'm looking at this word respect. Due regard for the feeling, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. Do you respect the tradition, the rights, and wishes, and feelings of others? Because, like the sentence said, young people lack the respect for their parents. Yes, they do sometimes. Some of us still respect our parents, even though we've grown and out of our house. I mean, out of our house, out of their house, but we still show them respect because that's a sense of love. Now, let's break down some of the lyrics to the Aretha Franklin song, "Respect." The song goes like this. I'm not a singer now, so don't hold me this. I have no copyright of this song that I'm about to. Well, the song that I'm about to read, the lyrics of this song, I have no copyright of it. It's just singing a song. We're just reading the lyrics. "Respect" by 1967, released by Aretha Franklin. on the album I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. Okay, good job. Now the songs open up. You know the beat. Dun, 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 dun. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for you a little respect when you get home. Just a little bit. Hey, baby, just a little bit when you get home. Just a little bit, mister. Just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong when you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Now, let's break this down. Which everybody got it. Now, this stuff dealing with love, because again, you hear the album, the song going by Aretha Franklin. I never loved the man the way I love you. But let's just take this. No, remove all the what's the word I'm trying to say? Remove all the emotional feelings from this song. Mean that feelings for a man, feelings for a woman's feelings for a man. Just remove all that out the way. It's the thing about that. We just gonna look at each other as individuals. What you want, babe, I got it. There's something that we have, somebody wants. If you ask for in a reasonable, respectable way, I got you. What you need, do you know I got it? So now let's take this into the roles that we're currently in right now with each other and whom we're working with. Now let's look at this verb. Admire someone, something deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, or quantities or achievements. Qualities or achievements. Excuse me. Qualities or achievement, in which that's the first noun. The feelings of deep admiration for someone or something elected by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Sentence: the director had a lot of respect for Douglas as an actor. Do we respect our cohorts sometimes? Do we receive what they may say sometimes? Do we accept that input sometimes? Or do we have, as they say, a agenda of what we're attempting to do? Do we have respect for our cohorts, our co-workers, or the individuals that we're working beside? So, in order for us to definitely to go forward, we have to come to an agreement. We have to respect. It's one thing we have to show that we respect each other. Not saying because of one that I'm older than you, or one that I'm a male, I'm dominant, or one that you are a young pup, you don't know nothing, or that you're female, you're weak and stuff like that. So just remove all that out the way. And one thing, looking and speaking about that, though, sometimes we definitely look at things because of gender. We don't want a woman as a man telling us how to do certain things. And we don't, as a woman, want men to tell us what to do. Then it goes back into we don't want this old person telling us what to do as a young individual. And as a young individual, we don't what's the word? As a younger person, we don't want anyone older in years of experience on this world telling us what to do. And as a individual that had that's experienced or number of years on this world in this world don't want someone has less years in this world telling us what to do. So again, there's a major conflict in that. Now, when children and parents speaking to each other, yes, the parent is still the head, and the children should respect their parents, and also that the parents should not really disregard or what the child. And so again, that's some things that I'm working on as a parent also. So I'm not just only talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself also. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is our slogan. It's definitely what we try to stand by. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, More and More Sports Management. And again, you can find more information on our website, www.mms-management.com. All right. Now, again, back to the sign of respect. No, you definitely have to show respect for each other because that's a big issue. I think that's what we're facing. Now, if you can look at our criminal system, or either not criminal system, our activity that we're having in the streets in our cities or in our counties or in our towns, whatever that we classify the place where we reside, we definitely lacking a lot of respect because of you can see the increase of disagreements that we're having. When there's a lack of respect and a disagreement, then somebody gonna pull out a gun or somebody gonna do something that's out of character, hurt, harm somebody or themselves. And there goes a big issue. Then that potentially is what overcrowding our prisons and our detention centers and our jails is because of lack of respect and the lack of disagreement and the lack of self-control of learning how to manage things that we're working with. So you see the issues are definitely what's going on. That's what it is. We lost a sense of respect, a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elected by the abilities, qualities, or achievements. Due regard for the feelings, wish, rights, or tradition of others. We lack that. And that's the reason why we are sometimes in a position of what we're in right now. So we definitely have to get that sense of respect back so that we can definitely change the way we feel as society. And that's what I think what's going on, and especially in a lot of the other different countries. Uh, there's a sense of lack of respect because power, money, and control. Power and control can definitely go together, but I said it separately because I feel that it can be separate. Power, money, and control. So, as I was watching the news, this young lady said, "Get it together, brothers." No, hey, we got to get it together. We got to get it together because of some things that we're facing. We definitely need to get it together. Now, I want to talk about something that I feel that is real dearly needed in any type of structure or any type of organizations or group. It's a thing called leadership. Leadership, it empowers people, it inspires people, it leads change, it's shared vision. Now, I took the meaning of leadership as the noun as the action of leading a group of people or an organization. The action of leading a group of people or an organization. Empower people, inspire people, lead change, share vision. That's what we say is leadership. Now, I know that there are multiple different types of leadership styles. Uh, some people say that they're all of them. Some people say, "Nah, I want to do this. I want to do that." The most common leadership style that we figure out the transformational, the delegative, the authoritative, the transactional, the participative, and the servant leadership. Now, most people, well, not saying most people do not like those authoritative leadership. And you say, why don't I like the authoritative leadership? That's the one that people really don't like. It's because of what it stands for. Let's break it down. Transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is a leadership style which emphasizes change and transformation. So they're looking definitely at change and changing things and transforming things. The delegative leadership. Leaders who adapt to this style. Oh, excuse me, read it wrong. Again, I'm reading from imd.org. Often referred to as the laissez-faire. A delegative leadership style focuses on delegating initiatives to team members. So this leadership style, though, gets something and he wants to delegate it to different people so that people all can feel a part of the mission or journey or whatever situation that we have going on. Again, this is the one that people do not like. The authoritative leadership is often referred to as a visionary. Leaders who adapt this style consider themselves mentors to their followers, not to be confused with with an authoritative leadership. Authoritative leadership emphasizes follow me approach. This way leads chart. And so it's more of excuse me, it's more of I'm taking lead, so follow me. Transactional leadership also refers to as managerial leadership. This is a leadership style that relies on rewards and punishment. So if you do something good, I'm gonna reward you. Do something wrong, you're gonna get punished. So it's mainly emphasizes structure. Assuming individuals may not possess this motivative need to complete their task. Assuming individuals may not. So yeah, this is one that they want to have things structured out, make sure things go a certain way. And our participative leadership is one that leadership style that encourages leaders to listen to their employees, involve them in decision making. Participate leadership also, I can say, and delegative leadership kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion. I think they kind of go hand in hand. And then a servant leadership. Servant leadership is a leadership style that puts the needs of others first. Some people may say this is more of one the kind of a pushover because you may have a project. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. Then you may have somebody member. Well, I cannot do this. I got to do this X Y Z. Okay, well, no problem then. Well, I take care of your part. All right, guys. Everybody else though going to go to do their part. No, I take care of Sarah and Johnny's part, but they're going to go forward and get things done. And then it's going to come up again. So you see, the servant leadership style. It's a more relaxed leadership style, but it still will put you more in doing everything. So, but I would say for leaders, show a snippet or a signage of all different type of leadership style because of you never know what type of group you work with. Sometimes you have to be the authoritative leadership. Sometimes you have to be a lazy fair. Sometimes you have to be the participating leadership. Sometimes you have to be a servant leadership. Because again, it just all depends on what type of group of individuals you're working with. Ah, man, boy, time is flying. Because I know that we got a lot that we have to take care of today. We got the South Jackson parade that's taking place now. It's going up, about to come to a close, as well as what else is going on in the city of Jackson. Speaking more of the city of Jackson. Well, just take it while through our thought state. A lot of spring football games are taking place today. We got Ole Miss taking place today, Mississippi State taking place today, Alcorn is taking place today, I think. Also, I know Mississippi Valley is taking place and Jackson State because I will definitely be there at Jackson State's blue and white game at 3 p.m. at the Mississippi Veteran Memorial Stadium. But all the spring games are taking place on those particular campus. So, whatever you're a Bulldog, Mississippi State, or Rebel, Bearcat, whatever they want to call, Black Bear of the University of Mississippi, or Southern Miss Golden Eagles. I didn't hear about them. I think they had theirs this week, or they're gonna wait till next week, or they had it this past week. Not sure. Or your Brave of Alcorn State University, and you're part of the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. They're having a spring game again. Also, Alcorn, Mississippi Valley, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Jackson State are having their spring games this year. So definitely go to those particular institutions and sit back and enjoy some good old spring football, getting yourself prepared for next season. Definitely looking forward to next season, 2023 football season. Looking to see what the Tigers of JSU can definitely do. We're looking to go back a three-peat. So hopefully they definitely get it done. Excuse me. Man, no, this sleep just jumped out and told me, man, we had a busy week and it's a weekend. Thought you sit down and relax, but no. Still got work I got to do. Now, before we get out here, I want to talk to you guys about the events again that we're hosting that are about to take place soon. Again, we have the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game that will take place July the 14th, which is a Friday. Uh, Currently, right now, it's going to be hosted at Pearl High School. I had a conversation with the athletic director and the boys basketball coach, and they have agreed to allow me to utilize their facilities to host the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game, as well as a host of coaches from different type of sports, from different levels, male and female, men and women, playing basketball in support of domestic violence organization and breast cancer organization. Again, currently right now, we're assisting the Butterflies by Grace, Designed by Faith domestic violence organization, and the Susie G. Coleman Breast Cancer Organization for the Central Mississippi chapter. Proceeds from the game will assist both of those organizations to provide service and research for their patients, their patrons, whatever that you want to classify them as. I don't want to say those that are victimized or those who are dealing with it. So we're trying to speak a positive language for them. So again, the proceeds from the game will benefit them. So definitely come on down and support. Definitely calling out my coaches from all particular sports, from middle school all the way up to professionals. If you can hoop, come on out there and let's hoop. Again, if you can't hoop, come on out there and be of a big support. And again, continue on, which will take place July the 29th, the annual Old School Hoop Fest, which comprised of former JPS scholar athletes, men and women, ladies and gentlemen, male and female basketball players. So former JPS scholar athlete basketball players, come on out to the annual Old School Hoop Fest, which will take place July 29th at Lanier High School, 833, home of the Bulldog. Then we will finish out the summer with the Holy Patrol Hoops, August the 6th, which will take place at Hillcrest Christian School in Jackson, Mississippi. Come on out, calling all my law enforcement officers, correctional officers, anyone that's in the line and profession of law enforcement, as well as my religious leaders, my clergy leaders, my ministry leaders of the church, men and women. Definitely come on out and participate in a Holy Patrol Hoops that will take place August the 6th at Hillcrest Christian School. Definitely come on now. It's all about unity on the court. I'm trying to bring unity and peace amongst the residents and the different organizations here in Central Mississippi, or in the state of Mississippi, period. It's all about showing unity. God has blessed me with this gift and this talent to be creative, to do things of such. So I'm calling you guys out to come on out and support. For more, again, if you want more information or to sign up, go to our website at www.mms-management.com to sign up to get more information about it. We're also looking for sponsors and advertisers. So if you'd like to be a sponsor or advertiser of these events, definitely go to our website, go to contact, and let me know what you would like to do. For the players that want to participate, go to those particular links and fill out the questionnaire, because I would need to get some information so we can definitely put together a roster so that we can go ahead and just have some fun at the Coaching Cancer Benefit Basketball Game taking place July 14th at Pearl High School, the Old School Hoop Fest, which will take place July 29th at Lanier High School, and Holy Patrol Hoops, which will take place August the 6th at Hillcrest Christian School. And again, for more information, visit our website, www.mms-management.com for more information. I'm going to get it together sometime today. Again, I really appreciate you guys' time. Stay good, stay awesome, continue to be awesome at whatever you do. Do your best and have fun and be good at it. stop doing foolish stuff, put those guns down, and continue to show love and respect for each other. If you don't want to love them, show them some type of respect, so we won't do anything stupid towards each other. So you know how it goes, you know how it is. Stop doing what you're doing, because you're doing stuff and you're incarcerating yourself, and then it's kind of hard for you to find a job to be a productive individual in society. So stop doing the stupid stuff, because it affects you not just only right then and there, but it also affects you in the long term. So again, stop doing stupid stuff. Much love to you guys. 1 + 1 = deuces.